Welcome back to FightTheGoodFightMinistries.com. Today I'm going to be speaking with my husband on our marriage. As you can see, it's crazy every second, every minute being married to this man. And what do we want to talk about? What are we going to talk
Well,
about?
first off, we wanted to say welcome back to
Yes, welcome back.
Fight the Good Fight
Spit
Ministries,
it out.
the marriage ministry. We've taken a little break.
Yes, a
and
little.
Now we're getting ready
Actually
to
been a
come
long
back
break.
with the marriage classes, or what do you call it?
Our marriage videos.
Our marriage videos. We took a little bit of break because we were contemplating going through a divorce. No, just kidding. Never use that
Babe,
word.
don't even. Exactly.
No.
Babe.
Through
Oh.
this pandemic
You're
and
smashing right
with the COVID and all that stuff, we've had a lot going on with ministry. We had a lot going on work-wise.
And I was out of town for a
And-
month.
My wife left me for a month. No, she went to go
Yes.
visit her father to take care of her dad for a month.
Yes. So let's talk about how we got through this pandemic. Remember when
How we got through the lockdown? Everybody
Yes.
being locked down together. Yeah.
when Governor Sisolak actually said we all need to stay home and stay home.
Listen very carefully, you married folks. Send them to their dads or their parents for a month. That helps. Let them be quarantined over there.
Oh my
No.
gosh, you're so rude.
No, seriously, how did we get through it?
Yes, I know how I got through it with you. How did you get through it with me? 24/7.
Listen, you gotta have humor.
Yes.
You gotta have a sense of humor.
Yes.
Most importantly, we couldn't have got through it without God.
Yes.
Being in the Word in the morning, sharing
Yes.
coffee with God and
Yes.
my wife and our dogs, our beautiful dogs. You
Yes. Sammy, Ruben,
see, and
and
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
She's my baby. Say hi, Sweetheart.
Hi.
So we got through it just by being with our kids. Oh, and Paige, my baby girl, Paige, she's a very big girl. You can't see her right now, but she'll come.
Yes.
A lot of great documentaries, a lot of good shows. No, really, just it was a great time to do what God had intended for couples to do, and that's communicate.
I know for me, as my husband said, God was the center, right?
Absolutely.
And
It's always got to be the purpose for the day, the
yes,
centerpiece of the table.
yes. And we actually we played a lot of board games. We watched a lot of Netflix. But there was actually a different level of communication between you and I. You agree?
Yes.
We actually talked about when we first met. We actually went on more dates. We actually did projects at home. You built me that beautiful patio out there. And
Well, not just me and the boys.
Oh
Me and
yes,
Tucker,
and
Gabe.
Gabriel, yes. And we just talked on a different level. We talked about if something was to happen with any of us. And did you ever get irritated with me? Because I know you
Well,
had to have gotten
listen.
annoyed. I mean, come on, I got annoyed with you.
Let's be honest.
And I got
absolutely.
irritated and we rubbed each other the wrong way.
What are you talking about?
Victor, that is what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
But no,
He's
look,
always scaring me and he's always screaming.
she
not
does
now.
every morning. She scares me when I roll over. Like, oh, Jesus, praise
You
the
know
Lord
what?
for her life.
You know
But
what? No, seriously.
No, seriously.
We did irritate
Listen,
each other as well.
yeah, listen, we're not always going to agree, so we might as well agree to disagree. Because we're going to have disagreements. Absolutely.
Yes.
We're going to annoy one
Annoyed.
another, especially when you're locked together 24/7.
Yes.
I mean, we go to the store together. The only time we have by ourselves is when we go to the restroom, when we take a shower.
Yes.
Other than that, we got a small house. We're here together.
Yeah. You did play a lot of jokes and a lot of pranks.
Yeah, but then
You were
made it
scaring
fun.
me in the morning. You were scaring me at night.
Yeah.
I would be cooking in the kitchen, and he would tiptoe behind me, and he would either dump water on me or he would scream in my ear, like he's already shown here. you would scream.
Yeah, but
So that got to be a bit annoying and
no,
irritating.
not really, because through all
Maybe
that,
not to you.
you learned some things because you started scaring the kids. You
I
started
did.
scaring me. So
I did.
that's what was fun.
Yeah. In regards to like irritants, what do you think? How did I irritate you? How did I annoy you in that time that we were together? Like, what annoyed you?
Okay, here's what annoys me.
And be for
And-
real.
And it's not like she don't know or my kids don't know.
Oh boy.
See,
here we
anytime
go.
you're watching a show, whether it's the news or a TV show or something, they have this thing where they call a 2-minute, 2-second commercial break for all the ads.
Okay.
Everybody wants to be quiet during that time, the 2 minutes, 2 seconds. But for the next 8.5 minutes when the show's going is where they want to talk about stuff. And it's usually the same thing, repeat themselves. So that's kind of bothered me. You know, I'm not going to lie, you know, because I like to watch my shows or whatever. And sometimes you need a little zoned out time, and it was always being interrupted. But you've got to learn to compromise.
Yes.
Communication is important.
Yes. And I think for me, what annoyed and irritated me was the constant yelling.
What? Are you kidding me? I was not.
But honestly,
What didn't
When-
annoy you with me?
yeah, really.
I'm just a pestilent little fella.
No, it would be when I was cooking. You would just come in
You-
random
okay, I would come
and just
in
stand over me
Because
and
listen,
be like, "Did you do this? Did you do that?" You are not a chef.
no, but when she's cooking, it smells so good.
Okay.
Our house is much smaller, and so the flavors and the aromas just kind of linger through the air, and I'm like,
But you don't
Oh my
need to
God,
tell me
but-
what to do or what to add.
What?
I've put on 30 pounds.
and I've lost 30 pounds. I
Yeah.
lost it, you found it, but that's okay.
Oh
But-
my God.
But
But what about fears? Did you have any fears? Be honest. When they first started talking about locking down,
honestly, where I work, yeah, there was some concerns. This Corona thing, it still concerns me. I would hate to. It's sad you hear about these people that lose their lives the way they have been, dying by themselves. With this, I have to pray and give it to God, because this is serious, folks. What about you, babe?
honestly, to be honest, regarding fear, I have to honestly say, and I want to say it as humble as I can, I was not afraid. It's just something that I wasn't afraid of. I said, if this is supposed to happen, it is God's will. It's God's will. And if any one of us happen to get it, then we get it, and we would deal with it then. As far as anxiety, I didn't have anxiety. I thought it was bizarre to have to go shopping and we wore gloves and we wore a mask, but it didn't give me anxiety. I mean, we had enough calls coming in where people were asking us to pray for them because they had fear, they had anxiety. And even though we're believers, we're still going to face fears, but honestly, it was something, and even still, I'm not afraid. I feel that if I am going to get it and I render this powerless in the name of Jesus, then I'm going to get it and we'll deal with it then, or you or our kids. But I didn't have any fear or anxiety about it at all. I actually was concerned for you, but you know, we prayed and we continue to pray and take precaution. But all of this, I'm sorry, God's in control.
Oh yeah, he's in control, but at the same time, you know, you got to look at people that have health issues, risks, you know, high risk.
Which
I
you
consider
do.
myself a high risk because,
Yes.
you know, I've had major infections, I've had major surgeries, I've been sick,
Yes.
I've had a rough go of it.
Let's talk about finances. I was not working by my choice, by your choice. Our older son was out of work, and you were out of work for a portion of the time. So let's talk about this. I actually felt more happier than ever I always feel that we have what we need, and I saw the way that God carried us through. And we also got blessed, folks. We actually received a check in the mail for over $5,000, and that was a surprise and a blessing. So that helped. But for you, what did you think? Like finances?
Listen, finances is scary, okay? So, not to get religious or holy or whatever
Right.
people, but to be for real. When you're a tither and you do what God has asked you to do, you give just a tenth.
Tithing. Were you nervous during the time we were on
You know,
lockdown?
honestly,
Were you nervous about
honestly,
finances?
no. I thought about it, but I said, you know what, God? I got faith. I had faith that God was going to sustain us, and He has. He always does.
And He still has.
Listen, we got that $5,000 check that came in the mail. My son was blessed with the loan to get the house.
And because we have to wrap it up, Dave, I just want
Wrap it up.
I just want to.
Woo!
Please. I just want to thank you for taking the time to sit and talk about how we got through
Oh, well,
the
thank you very much.
pandemic. Thank you,
Absolutely.
babe.
I wouldn't have gone through it with anybody else. I would have never made it through this with anybody else.
Thank you, babe.
Glad you gave me
Wrap it up.
Wrap
Thank you
it
so
up.
much for joining us. We hope to see you guys on
Peace.
Monday, August 3rd, on
Third.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live
Live at 10
Live.
o'clock.
10.
We're so excited. We hope you join us.
Yay.
And look up our other videos on YouTube. Thank you for joining Fight the Good Fight Ministries.
God bless you all. Stay safe.
Okay. All right. I'm soaked. And you had better watch. You have a gray, come here. You have a gray eyebrow hair. Can I yank it? Let me
At
try to
least
pull
I
it.
don't color my gray.
You know what?
But
And let it be. So
Babe.
random. No, that wasn't me.
that was you.
No, it wasn't.
Cheetah.
No.
Yeah.
That was you.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes. That
Oh my
comes
gosh.
upon people
Victor,
like
I told you about my ears. I'm gonna end up in a ear, nose, and throat doctor. My ear. That is
Why are you
too
gonna go
close.
to a nose and throat doctor for your ears?
It's an ear, nose, and throat. An ENT, dork.
dork.
God. My ear, man.
Bye.
Gosh, dang it. Go on, scream. I'll bust your ears off.
You scratched my head.
Good.
Look,
Hey guys.
I'm bleeding.
What?
I'm filming.
See?
Good.
I'm calling the police.
Go
Look,
ahead.
You made me bleed. Look at this.
You know what? I can't hear.
Listen to that. I'm bleeding. Look. Somebody please call 911. Look what she's done. She's physically attacked me for no reason. I'm just sitting here minding my Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh,
It's leaking.